Hello students, welcome back. In the last session we have discussed component architecture in Java Swing. In today's session we will discuss components and containers. Components are the visual controls which are available in Java Swing. For examples, we have controls like the text box, the button, label. All these are said to be the components in Java GUI. Whereas containers, as the name suggests, are used to hold the components like the applet, the label is also a container, or the panel. These are some containers which can be used to hold the components. Means you add a button on the applet. So applet here acts as a container and the button is a component. Like for example, you add some water in a bowl. So bowl is a container which holds the water. Same way here the applet is a container which holds the components. In today's session we will discuss about these components and containers. Let's start. Components and containers. A Swing GUI consists of two key items and these two key items are components and containers. So what is a component? As I've said, these are independent visual controls. Visual controls in the sense the controls which you can see on the screen. Okay, so these are independent visual controls. The components in Java Swing are derived from JComponent class. Most of the Java Swing components are derived from JComponent class. That means this JComponent class, it is the super class of all, not all, but most of the Java Swing components. JComponent provides the functionality that is common to all the components. As JComponent is the superclass of the components, so this JComponent provides common functionality which is required in all the components. All the components, Swing components inherit from this JComponent class. All Swing components are represented by the classes defined in java.swing package. All Java Swing components are contained in a package called a javax.swing, and this package we have to import whenever we write a Java Swing program. Remember, when we write a AWT based Java GUI program, we use a package that is java.awt. Same way, when we write a Swing program, Java Swing program, we have to import a package that is javax.swing. Remember, it is x, javax.swing package. Okay, these are some set of classes, the component classes in Java Swing. So component classes, for example, we have the JApplet, JButton, checkbox, JCheckbox. The names, if you look similar to the AWT component classes. In AWT we had applet, button, checkbox. Here we have JApplet, JButton, JCheckbox. Only J has been appended, J has been prefixed before the name of a component in Java Swing. And all the component classes are represented by the classes in Java Swing. So we have class JApplet, JButton, JCheckbox and many other. In our Swing chapter, we will be studying some of the important components from this list. Okay, so these are the class names for Swing components. Now what is a container? As I've said, container, it holds the components. So container simply holds group of components. It holds group of components. All Swing GUIs will have at least one container. In any GUI, you need at least one container. Without the container, you cannot create a GUI application. So we have created even AWT applications. In AWT applications also, you can see there was at least one container. We had written applet programs. In applet program, the applet itself, the background applet window itself, it is a container. On that applet window, we were adding buttons, labels, etc. So applet is the container there. Same way, we need at least one container in the Swing program, or you can take any GUI program. You need at least one container on which you can add the components like buttons and all. You can add on the container. A container can hold another container. Even this is possible. You can add one container on another container. Means you have an JApplet or you have an applet. On the applet, I can add a panel. I said panel is also a container. So on the applet, I can add a panel. And on the panel, I can add components like button, like text field. I can add it. Like you have one bowl, and inside one bowl you are adding one more bowl. So bowl inside a bowl, and in that bowl you can add a water. So what you have done, you have added a container inside a container. So it is possible, but you cannot add a component on a component. Component always needs to be added on another on the container. Okay, again there are some exceptions. So this is about container. There are generally two types of containers available. The containers are top level containers and the lightweight containers. The two types of containers are top level, or these are called as heavyweight containers. Remember, heavyweight containers, and the second is lightweight containers. Now when I say heavyweight container, you can again we already know what is heavyweight here. So heavyweight containers are not completely written by using Java code, you can say. So heavyweight container is also called as top level container. Some of the examples of top level containers are JFrame, JApplet, JWindow, JDialog. These are all top level containers in Java, in Java Swing. There are some important things about top level containers to know. First is top level container do not inherit a J component. Most of the Swing components inherit J component, but top level containers do not inherit J component. This is one thing, important thing. Then what they inherit? Top level containers inherit AWT classes, component and container. All the top level containers inherit from AWT's component and container. Remember, Swing is not meant to replace AWT. Swing is built on top of AWT, and Swing still uses some of the features from AWT. So all the top level containers of Swing uses the classes or inherits the classes, component and container from AWT, and they are all heavyweight. All the top level containers are heavyweight, means they are not completely written in Java. They still use some platform specific peers to render it on the screen. Every containment hierarchy must begin with top level containers. When you create a GUI program, as we know, we should have a container first. On the container you can add one more container, on the another container you can add components. So there is a hierarchy of container components, and in this hierarchy should always begin with a top level container. So the first container should be a top level container always. So first you should start with a top level container like a JFrame, like a JApplet, like a JWindow or JDialog. On this you can add other containers and components, but the first main window should be a top level container. It should start with top level container. A top level container is not contained within any other container. This is very important point. One top level container cannot be added on another top level container. Means on the JApplet or on the applet I cannot add one more applet. On the applet window I cannot add applet, or on the JFrame I cannot add one more JFrame. But on the applet I can add a label, on the applet I can add a panel, but on the applet I cannot add one more applet. On a top level container you cannot add any other top level container. The second type I said of container, it is the lightweight containers, and all the lightweight containers do inherit from J component. The heavyweight containers, that is top level containers, do not inherit from J component, but lightweight containers do inherit from J components. Some of the examples of lightweight containers are JPanel and JLabel. These are also container. JLabel, we know it as a component, but JLabel can also act as a container. On the JLabel I can add another component as well. So even JLabel acts as a container. So we have JPanel as well, which is a lightweight container. See, lightweight container can be added on another container. Means JPanel I can add on the JFrame, on the JApplet I can add it. Lightweight containers can be contained within another container. The same point as I have told you. A lightweight container can be added on another container, but heavyweight containers cannot be added on another container. Okay, so these are two types of containers. Swing packages. There are many different packages which are available in Swing, which can be used to create a very interactive and attractive GUI program. These packages are javax.swing, javax.swing.border, javax.swing.colorchooser. There are many other packages which are available, and each of these packages provides us with a different set of classes and interfaces which can be used to create a very attractive GUI in Java Swing. One important package which we will be using in all of our Swing programs, it is javax.swing. So this javax.swing includes all the important components and containers which are required in the Java program. Apart from that, we have a package called as event. This package can be used to handle events specific to Swing, whereas we have some other packages called as splap.basic. The splap, it is pluggable look and feel package it is. So look and feel of a Java component or Java application can be changed at runtime by using these predefined packages which are available. So these packages again provides us with some predefined set of classes which can be used to create an interactive GUI. Okay, with this we will stop here today. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.